Lucy Letby, appeal. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor. Earlier this year, Lucy Letby was convicted of the murder of numerous children, and she was also convicted of the attempted murder of several more. For this, she received 13 whole term life sentences, meaning she will never leave prison. She will die there. For a lady of 33 years of age, that is some sentence. I explained in a detailed and brilliant analysis of what Lucy Letby is, that she is of a particular disordered type of individual. If you have not accessed that material and would like to do so, I'd encourage you to halt this video now and go and watch the whole series and the conclusion. Otherwise, spoiler alert ahead, I'm going to tell you what she is. I determined that she is a narcissist with sadistic streak and with psychopathic tendencies. I also explained in a further video how prison would impact upon her, how, as a narcissist, she would be affected by her incarceration for the rest of her natural life. News has emerged this afternoon that, unsurprisingly, she has launched an appeal against all of the convictions. The details of the grounds have not yet been provided, and I suspect that the opportunity to have a successful appeal is particularly limited, but it does not surprise me that she has appealed for two reasons. First of all, it can't get any worse for her. It's not like she's going to get her sentence extended. As it stands, she's staying in prison for the rest of her life. There is no death penalty in relation to what she has done, therefore it's not as if her sentence could be escalated to a sentence of death. Therefore she may as well appeal because she has nothing to lose. There's no financial restraint on her doing so, as the state will fund her appeal. But the real reason for this is naturally her conviction incarceration amounts to a huge threat to her sense of control. Her loss of liberty as a result of this conviction means that her underlying need for control over people and her environment is threatened. Furthermore, as I explained in my video about what prison would mean for her, it presents a particular problem for her with regard to the diminution of her fuel matrix. For some narcissists, going to prison doesn't make a huge amount of difference because they're still able to entertain a fairly extensive fuel matrix, at least comparable to the one that they had before they went in, even, of course, in some instances, including intimacy. Gay for the stay, as it is often said. But for Lucy Letby, for her own safety as a consequence of the heinous crimes that she's engaged in, means that her fuel matrix would be much reduced, and therefore she would have reduced fuel levels, which she'd already be experiencing, and repeated threats to her control as a consequence of the fact that she's lost her liberty. Therefore, her narcissism was only ever going to go in one direction, to seek an appeal. It was only ever going to cause her to launch an appeal to try and nullify the threat to control that has been posed as a consequence of the conviction and sentence that she has received. I've been waiting for this to occur for some time. It came as no surprise. Whether it's meritorious or not, I cannot say. I haven't seen the grounds, but I do know that in such circumstances as this, the prospects of a successful appeal are very slim indeed. But we will have to wait and see. But it is worthwhile making mention of this step because it accords with the behaviour of a narcissist. The conviction in incarceration is a massive threat to control, and her narcissism is straining to ensure that she does something about it, that it compels her to try and nullify it. And the only option that she has, apart from trying to escape, which is not something that she would really have an opportunity to do, is to seek an appeal instead, to use the law to overturn the conviction in the expectation then that she would be freed, that all of the convictions in relation to murder and attempted murder would be overturned, allowing her to then go free. She has nothing to lose in attempting to do so and everything to gain, and therefore it's a no-brainer for her narcissism to push her in that direction. Thus, It's an attempt to nullify the threat to control that she's experiencing on a day-to-day basis. And I will update you as we learn more about the grounds and the reactions to this. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.